been very cold lately, like 20 degrees and under. I can't skate outside. I can't go to the skate park. The indoor one with heat is far away, and the one that's indoors without heat is also closed because it's too cold. I can't skate outside, so I've been in my basement, as usual. It's currently 10:40, probably is 10:40 by now. Just wanted to express some thoughts, I guess, tonight, because I'm gonna be completely honest, I have no idea what I was gonna make for a YouTube video. Because I can't skate, can't go anywhere. So I was like, why don't we just talk, you and me? We just talk about stuff. And one thing I wanted to talk about is how I feel like I've just been waiting my whole life and not really living in the moment. And so that's kind of why I started this YouTube channel, because I want to live in the moment more. And the future is very important, of course, especially being in your 20s. It's like, it's two things. You're 1 minute, you're living in the moment and you're like, yeah, this is great. My life's pretty great. And then another time you're like stressing about the future. It's like, that's literally just the two extremes of being in your 20s. I also write poetry. Well, it's kind of like a song. Like, I have a rhythm in my head of how it's supposed to go, kind of, but it's like a poem too. It's like, so I thought I would talk about a poem that really sums up my life, I guess. So I got this book. Let's open it up. Waiting eternally. I always feel like always living in the future. Always waiting for something in the future. I'm trying not to live like that anymore. Still, sometimes that mindset stays with me, you know what I mean? So the poem says, every moment in my life has been waiting, but I want to start doing, I want to start enjoying, and I want to start building. I've been waiting so long for my life to start. Right now I'm closer, but it still feels far. I just want to be a star. Sick of waiting to grow more. I just want to explore. I feel like my life's been on hold because of moving everywhere in my life. Quite frankly, my parents couldn't really decide where they wanted to be. We would get settled and make friends in one place and, really get familiar with it, but then we were off to another. And then we had to restart from scratch almost. And also, waiting eternally also expresses my time in college. When you're in college and you see people living their lives after college and you think, wow, that's going to be so cool, fulfilling, I can do whatever I want. But then once you get out, you're like, it's not really that good. All the structure your life ever had goes out the window. So waiting eternally was also me waiting for college to end, thinking, oh, I'll start building and enjoying and my life's going to start. And right now I'm closer to graduation, but it still feels far. Now I'm past graduation and my life starting still feels far. Does anyone get this? The next part of the poem goes, sick of waiting on houses, sick of waiting for far off dates. I need some closer goal in order to motivate. Sick of all this love for money, don't you know things that don't cost make you the most happy? So like, when I say sick of waiting on houses, we have to sell this house, we gotta get this house, we're gonna move into that house. It was just like, can I just be home? Can I just go home? Like, I don't even know what home is, but we always had these plans, like, oh, once this date comes, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be all cool, and, your future is really gonna start once we get to this point, this date. But it's like, I can't just wait for these far-off dates that may never materialize. I need, like, a closer goal to, like, motivate me to keep going. That's kind of what I mean. And money was always talked about in my household. Like, money is a very important thing, but, like, maybe it's because, like, immigrant parents, South Asian parents, like, feelings are not really emphasized, I guess, or like mental health, you always see those jokes. I don't know if you see those jokes, but a lot of people from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, they always see those memes about like mental health isn't a thing in a brown household, you know what I mean? Get money, secure your future, that's very important, don't get me wrong, but it's like hobbies didn't mean anything. Like, everything had to be for money. Like, I make these YouTube videos, right? And so the other day my dad's like, oh, well, it doesn't make money, so it's not that important. It's like, I want to find a way to make money doing what I like, along with maybe a more steady source of income. Yeah. But it's just because a business has not materialized out of these YouTube videos, out of Instagram, out of skateboarding. You know, my parents think it's not that worth it, or it's not working, or like these things take a while. Do this, make sure you can make money, like that's great. But like hobbies, getting exercise, friends, feelings, just being a human, that's just not, that's like out of the question, or like that's not as important. I guess that's just maybe South Asian families in general, I guess. But I thought after college my life would just begin and I would get everything so fast. I would get a job fast, I would get friends fast, I would get stuff fast, you know what I mean? Because I graduated earlier than most people. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna get everything. Nothing is happening fast. I'm trying to just, you know, trust God's plan. Trusting God's plan is important, no matter what religion you are. I just want to be writing, exploring, skateboarding, and building my very own empire. Working on myself, I'm going to spread my youthful fire. But it's hard when you're still waiting eternally. I want to move forward fearlessly. Like, I want to be doing my own thing. Like, I always felt like my life was always kind of set up a certain way by my parents. Like, my parents would be like, you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to do this. And it's just like, I want to be making my own thing. I guess that's why I started this YouTube channel, so I could start my own thing. I'm sure other people in their 20s knows what I mean when I say this, but it's just like you're waiting for all the pieces to go together. Like you're trying to move and trying to make something and just trying to make things come together. And sometimes it takes a while. We gotta keep going, guys. We gotta keep going. The pieces are gonna fall into place. I know they will. And then the last part goes, I want to be doing everything, but they gotta stop worrying. I.e., my parents were a little bit protective over me, so it's like, let me be the jaguar, and while I'm out here, I'll be gaining some scars. Like, let me be that big cat who's, like, doing what they want, and I might get some scars through that, but it's a learning experience. And then I go on to say, eating my lunch, spinning some bars, I'm gonna go far. Meaning, like, I'm eating my lunch, I'm contemplating what I'm gonna do, I'm writing some poetry, I wanna go far. Then it says, come with me and then you'll see, but you can't do anything when you're still here just waiting. I got a lot of goals for 2025. God willing, I can accomplish them. And God willing, that this will be the year where everything comes together. Having an immigrant parent, they kind of think of like survival mode. Oh, we gotta make a future, we gotta make a future, we gotta make a future. But you're in the future now. You're in that future that you talked about 5 years ago. And like, why? Why do you keep looking ahead and not enjoying what's in the now? Let's hope for some new plot twists this 2025. Just trying to keep doing stuff, you know what I mean? Trying to do bigger things as well. Maybe travel the world. There's so much stuff that I want. There's so much stuff that we all want. We just gotta keep moving towards them, no matter how slow the process seems to go. Just because this YouTube hasn't made money, just because my skateboarding hasn't made money, doesn't mean that it's not going to. Like, I'm gonna be like fully honest right now. Like, I'm just trusting God and I'm just making these videos, making my skate videos, and I'm just waiting for something to happen. Like, I'm moving. I'm not staying still. Even if skateboarding, making videos doesn't make money ever, it was still fun and I still tried. So, that's all I gotta say. This time we're gonna stop waiting eternally and we're all gonna move forward fearlessly. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go to bed now. It's probably 11 something. Good night.